Hello everybody, thanks for clicking on the channel again. This is James Cards FC here. Today I wanted to go over the initial rookie prices for the 2021-2022 Topps rookie cards. The Chrome set just came out this week, so we have some initial data to go off of, and I think it'd be a good idea just to see where we stand on these players to open the year. So if you're interested in the ultramodern side of the market, feel free to stick around. If you're not, go ahead, you can click off if you want to talk, if you want to see me talk about vintage, pre-modern, all that. Not going to be discussing it all today's video. This is just going to be focusing on the 2021-2022 Topps rookie class and their current prices. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So we'll start with an introduction and the methodology I'm using here. So the Sidney Rehbiger 1/1 sale seems to have drawn a lot of interest to this market, specifically this set. A lot of people are sounding off on how it's a ridiculous price. I did a video on it yesterday. Feel free to check that out if you haven't already. But if we go off that sale plus the early sale prices that we've seen for some other players, in my opinion, we have some more crazy pricing coming soon for the players that are selling for even more than him. There could be some more huge sales on the horizon. So I'll be using sales from a 5-case player break auction as a proxy for player values. This ended on eBay a couple days ago before the product came out, so I'll be using those values to try and judge where the players are currently at in terms of their pricing. It's not perfect, but it's by far the most efficient metric we currently have without going through every single sale of all the different parallels and trying to figure out where everybody lines up. This is the easiest and most efficient way to do it. So I'll be using percentage above the average rookie selling price to group the players, and I won't be talking about any of the players in detail. If you want to see the players talked about in some detail, please go ahead and watch my other video that I'll link down below where I break down all the rookies from the original Topps paper product checklist if you want some more information on those. And in addition to that, you should definitely do your own research on all of these guys. There are a ton and a lot of data and research needs to go into making these purchasing decisions. So last points here, a few rookies are not on the list that I'll be giving you. Either their spots were not available in this break at the auction or I missed them. So again, do additional research on perhaps the guys I missed. I think I'm missing 3 or 4, but don't think that's going to be a huge hindrance to what we're going to do today. These prices, like I say here, will likely change quickly, and I'll try to do an update video as we get deeper into the season. Might be harder to do because there won't be case breaks and that sort of data to go off of, but I'll try and do an update video as we get deeper into the season just to see how the prices were trending. And then last point, buying any of these players is obviously inherently risky, but these are some fun things to look at in my opinion. So let me move myself down here. I'm going to move myself all over today, but we'll start with down here. This is the top 4 players currently. These are the only 4 players that sell 100+% above the average player. So we have a nice clean, clear group of 4. We have Gavi in the clear number 1 spot at 486% above the average player. We have Jonathan David in the clear number 2 spot at 230% above the average player. Then we have Cole Palmer and Sidney Rehbiger rounding out the top 4. Palmer at 149% above average and Rehbiger at 131% above average. So with this group, we can see that we might actually expect the Cole Palmer to sell his 1/1, his best card might actually sell for more than that 14K Rehbiger. The Jonathan David might sell for more, and I would say the Gavi for sure will sell for more than that 14K Rehbiger. So expect some more massive sales on the horizon when it comes to these 4 guys. These are the 4 guys with the most hype based on prices going into this Chrome season. All right, next we'll go into the next 8. These are players that also sell above average, and this will round out the list of the total players that are currently selling above the average price. This is the rounds out the top 12, and there are 39 total, so 12 of the 39 are selling above average. Without further ado, let's get into these guys. We have Anthony Elanga for Manchester United. He's ranked number 5, 85% above the average price. Benjamin Sesko, 83% above the average at rank number 6 for Salzburg. Pedro Goncalves, ranked number 7, 66% above average. Liam Delap at number 8, 65% above the average. Harvey Elliott at rank 9, 62% above average. Lucas Sucic, ranked number 10, 52% above average. Caio Jorge, ranked number 11, 41% above average, and Yusuf Demir, formerly on loan at Barcelona, ranked 12, 22% above the average. And these, like I said before, are the only players that are currently selling above the average price. So this group right here is not the clear top 4 group, but perhaps these are the players with some hype that can break into that top 4 group, and then we'll get into the players that really don't seem to have a lot of hype going on right now, but these guys still have a decent amount of hype, and they're selling above the average player right now. Alrighty, let's talk about 8 below. These are the next 8 players, and these are the players that are selling up to 50% below average. So if somebody's selling 51% below average, they don't make this list. I cut it off at 50%, and it just so happened to be another group of 8 players. We'll go through all of them here. We have Hannibal for Manchester United. He's ranked 13, 4% below average. Takahiro Nakai at 14. He's 14% below average. James McAtee for Manchester City. He's ranked 15, 16% below average. Tyler Morton ranked 16, 17% below average. Brian Brobby ranked number 17, 39% below average. Zidane Iqbal, this guy was actually not in the original Topps paper set, so I personally don't know anything about him, but he has a really cool name. He's 40% below the average. Shola Shortire is 43% below average, ranked number 19. And then Jordan Sibachu, the United States international striker. He was not in the Topps paper list, but I, of course, know who he is, given that I'm a dumb American. He's at rank number 20, 48% below the average. And this rounds out the group of players that are not more than 50% below the average price, so they're sitting just outside that average to above average group. And then we will get into a huge list here where I'm going to go over all the remaining players that are currently selling more than 50% below the average price. So quickly going through them all. Josko Gardeval, this guy is a beast in FIFA. If you play manager mode or career mode, whatever it's called, I signed this guy when he was a teenager. He's a defender. If you don't know that, he's a beast, at least in FIFA. No idea what that means anything, but he's currently ranked number 21, 51% below the average. Francisco, not going to try that. Ranked 22, 52% below average. Mohamed Jeremy, 23, 55% below average. Nico Gonzalez from Barcelona, ranked number 24, 54% below average. Samuel Ediozzi, I think he's Man City, ranked number 25, 59% below average. Thiago Tomas, another guy that is a complete beast in FIFA career mode, ranked number 26, 61% below average. Abde Azuzuli, I definitely got that right. He's ranked number 27, 62% below the average. Martin Satriano, ranked number 28, 64% below average. Martis, the last name that I always butcher, ranked number 29, 65% below average. Charlie Savage, ranked number 30. Christopher Scott, 31. Aster Vrantsk, this guy was not in the Topps paper checklist, so I have no idea who he is and don't know anything about him. He's ranked number 32. Daniel Braganca, not sure if he was in the paper set or not. Have no idea who he is, ranked number 33. Pierre Kalulu, he's a defender, ranked 34. Miguel Gutierrez, another defender, ranked 35. Nuno Mendes, this one shocked me, seeing that he's ranked 36. Not that I would be buying a guy like Nuno Mendes, but my God, this seems insanely low. Ranked number 36, 74% below the average. Ilax Moriba, formerly of Barcelona, ranked number 37. Alejandro Baldi, currently of Barcelona, ranked 38. And then Felix Nementia, ranked 39. I don't believe he was in the paper set. I know he plays in the German league, I think for Wolfsburg, but other than that, I know nothing about him. This rounds out the complete list. Have a good look at this list. There's actually 2 or 3 guys in here that I think are somewhat interesting at this valuation, seeing as they're in the last group and they're all selling more than 50% below the average player. I think there are a few interesting options here if prospecting is your thing. I think there's a few guys in here. Nuno Mendes, of course, being the super obvious one. Don't know what he's doing down that low, but it's one auction, so anything could happen. But yeah, that one sticks out to me. But feel free to do your own research, go through these lists, and figure out who you think is in a spot that they don't belong. Alrighty, in conclusion here, so far we have a clear top 1 with Gavi, and then a clear top 4 that ends with Rehbiger. There's actually an auction that is currently going on the day that I'm filming this, which is Friday, for another 5 cases, and I believe the Gavi spot is currently at a bid that is higher than the original break sold for, so it's possible that Gavi actually increases his gap between the rest of the prospects on this list by the time that auction ends, but probably my mistake in making this video too soon, but I wanted to get this piece of content out there before we got too deep into the weeds, too deep into the season in terms of prospecting. I really wanted to get a starting value set for all these different players. So, like I said, another auction ending tonight, but based on what we know, Gavi is a clear number 1, and then the clear top 4 ends with Rehbiger, but I think Rehbiger could get a big jump in not just hype, but awareness based on his superfractor sale at 14K. So it's possible he ends up being the 2nd or 3rd instead of the 4th as we go forward. like I was saying, this is the starting point for these players, so it gives us a good gauge of their hype level of each of their markets as we go into this season. And as I was saying on that final page, there might be some opportunity on some players in here. Do some additional research, and good luck and have fun doing prospecting if that's your thing. Like I said, I think there's some interesting options when you work your way down the list, but I will leave that to you. Do some additional research. Leave some comments down below on which guys appeal to you. Maybe there was somebody on the list that you thought was too high or too low based on the pricing. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. And that'll, I guess, do it for today's video. Set Spotlight. Next one will probably be on the way at some point. I have to pick out which one I want to do. And then I have a more fundamentals market type analysis video I want to put together, but I'm doing a bit more research on that one. It's going to take another day or two for me to fill out. So we'll do that one in a couple days. So hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If this goes up on Saturday like I'm planning it to, feel free to hit subscribe for more content. Like, comment, all that fun stuff. Thanks guys so much for watching. Oh, one more thing. We just passed 300 subscribers, at least at time of recording on Friday. So thank you guys so much for the 300 subscribers. I really didn't think I'd get that much attention this early in my YouTube career of sorts. I guess I'm one of these prospects that people would prospect and invest on. So we'll see how my career pans out as we go through these next few weeks in this season, but I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate the support. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I plan on doing some sort of a giveaway when we get to 500 subscribers. Not sure what it's going to be, but I hope to do something that's a bit fun and interesting for that. So thank you guys for all the support recently. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next video.